What's going on, my Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. Welcome to the show. So we're in Grand Arena, round 3. If you're new to the channel, what I'm about is helping people dominate in Grand Arena by the time they reach my division. I have made all the farming mistakes, so I'm going to get you prepared for the kind of roster you will be facing and the teams that you need to start building. So I'm just going to give out a couple of tips today. Let's go over who I'm facing now. Ray Mep 2. All right, so first we'll take a look at his fleet. So his galactic power is 3.3 million. That is super well focused for what he has. He has not overinflated it. He's not activating certain tunes. So let's take a look at his capital ships. All right, to be able to have Malevolence, Negotiator, a Relict Chimera, a Relic Executrix, that's pretty crazy. And then they also have Sith Eternal. So I preach all the time, if you're coming up through the divisions, you've definitely got to have a well-balanced, viable roster. So I always preach Jedi Knight Revan, Padme Squad. And then you've got to get Darth Revan and Malik. They're like salt and pepper. You got to get them both. Or gas. And then while you're getting one of those squads, you have to make sure you are farming for what's needed for your GL. It is super hard to have Darth Revan, Darth Malik, gas, and a GL, and a viable fleet in Division 7. You'll automatically push yourself into a higher division. So you've got to be well focused. Control your relics. Don't go so crazy. Control your team. I have over 45 tunes I've not activated. My galactic power is just like his. Super well focused for what I have. My only downfall is I don't have a GL. So you've got to start farming for one. All right, let's breeze through this roster real quick. Got that Padme, Relic 7, Snips, and Anakin. That's pretty cool. Okay. Mother Talzin Relict over Jedi Knight Revan with a Relict Grandmaster Yoda. And then no Relic Commander Luke Skywalker. That's pretty crazy. So well focused, but I bet you if he did a little bit more tweaking to his roster, he would never lose ever again. Or if he ever does lose. Pretty good roster. I do like Night Sisters, but you gotta have a viable roster. If you go after Night Sisters, that's gonna make it harder for yourself. Okay, so what else? What are the team you're gonna have to beat what you see up top? See that Darth Malik? Let's go back to the top. Okay, so what do you have that's gonna take out a GL? Do you have the counter for it? So I've never come across Jedi Master Luke or Rey. It's just Sith Eternal or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So you got to have that counter. Darth Vader, Wat Tambor, and really good tank. I hear Shore Trooper's the best. I use Shore Trooper. Kylo Ren Unmasked, L3. I've even seen someone do it with Wat and Thrawn. And then, of course, what are you going to have to take out Grievous? What's going to take out his Padme squad? Because everyone has Padme. Everyone has Jedi Knight Revan. Everyone has Geos. So you got to make sure you're building viable teams. When someone tells you it's all about fun, no, not really. Yes, it is about fun if this is the how to come in 5th place show, but this is how to dominate show, how to become number 1 all the time. So definitely got to be viable. If it was all about fun, I would be using my Mace Windu, who's my first 7-star tune, and I'd have a full Relic Bounty Hunter squad because I love bounty hunters. But that's not just how it works. All right, let's go take a look at some of the battles. Okay, so let's take a look at round 2 is what I wanted to show. So it's not really about fleet. So if you see here, I could not clear his fleet because my fleet is trash. So if you can hold on the bottom, like if you can't clear fleet, you have got to hold the bottom back. You have to. As you see here, it's how I got the win. So back here, he didn't have a thick enough roster. So like I said, you got to have a viable roster. I've got CLS, Palpatine, and Bastila Shan. These teams are amazing. Double taunts with Bastila Shan. Oh, that gets crazy. And then CLS with Chupio and 3PO. That's pretty crazy. My opponent used Malik again. I'll show you in the in-game chat. And then it's got Palpatine, Dooku, and Bastila Shan Fallen. I've talked about that team. They're pretty crazy. All right, let's go to the in-game chat real quick. I think I should have it on it. Yes. All right, go back to the top. So I messaged him in game. I put hello there. And if you saw my last Grand Arena, you saw I did this at the end. I wanted to know what he used his Darth Revan on. So I was hoping he'd join the room, and he did. So he says, I was hoping you couldn't clear all teams, but nice job. Darth Revan without Malik against Geos. That's crazy. He uses Darth Revan against my Geos. So you have to set a good enough front wall where it pulls them to use good teams. Or try to underestimate and you get a hold. All right. So then he said, I messed up against the CLS and it went downhill. So he used Palpatine, Darth Vader, and Thrawn and lost to CLS, which surprised me. Then extra Sith with Malik still didn't clean it up. That's crazy. So underestimated, I guess. All right. So we went on talking about how to help each other out, and he gave us some good advice. So one thing I'll read what he did was he put, don't be intimidated by opponents with GLs in their roster. If you think they will put it on defense and you can't beat it, put your own blocker wall. And I'm going to do that next time. Then you try to beat them in banners with the 2-zone clear. Very nice. He said, pay attention to which zones are worth more points and protect those better. Exactly what I did. That's the only reason why I got this win. You've got to set a heavier defense. You know you can't clear fleet. Set a heavier bottom defense. Be tricky about it. Up front, I put Geos. Forced him to use his Darth Revan against it. And then I have this IG team, which gets underestimated sometimes and gets holds. And then I've got General Grievous. Okay. All right, let's go to round 3 and I'll get out of here. Okay. So you see it right there in the bottom. Heartbreaker. Sith Eternal. So I do have the counter. So I do recommend putting your teams up top like here. Sith Eternal is Vader, Watt, Shore Trooper. If your guild is not getting Watt Tambor shards, you got to find a new guild. I'm so sorry. I'm not knocking your guild, but you've got to be getting Watt Tambor. He is used in counters for GLs. He is a must. And then Vader and Shore Trooper. One thing I'm nervous on is Watt Tambor not being 7 stars. I don't think that's going to be good enough. I don't have enough time to concentrate and do it right now. I will do it later. But make sure you have your counters for your GLs. See, and then also when you put a GL on defense, it allows you to put garbage around it. Because he definitely probably looked at my counter and didn't think it was good enough. So it's probably not good enough. He put Old Republic with Shock T, not even Gear 12. Garbage. And then up top, garbage as well. Because I guess how he's winning is this guy is probably definitely never losing. He probably wins all the time. So if you want to dominate in Grand Arena, that's what this show is all about. Domination, not how to get 5th place. Start forming this kind of roster. Like I said, Jedi Knight Revan, Padme Squad. Got to get Darth Revan and Darth Malik. Both of them or gas. And then while you're achieving one of those squads, like I said, you've got to get a GL. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, blast the like button. Until next time, Darth Kimchi signing out.